Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now, today I want to talk about the benefits of your support team. Okay, so it's Wednesday morning. I'm still on my 1 week family visit to Maine, right? I walked out to the woods behind my dad's house, not too far so I don't have to wear orange, but like just far enough to set up the camera and everything like that. And you know what? I look pretty badass at the moment, right? I don't usually look like that. Usually I'm wearing like, I'm an app developer. I don't really go out with camouflage on and stand out in the woods. I'm so out of my element, but I'm trying to blend in literally here, right? So anyway, the biggest problem I have at the moment, just being out here, is the lack of internet. I mentioned this last week that I might have trouble with internet, but it's actually kind of worse than I thought. So like, I have internet. So my provider in England, it works in the States too, but it doesn't work out here, out in the countryside where my dad lives. So like, my phone doesn't have any internet. Occasionally I can ask like other family members to turn on their hotspots occasionally, but I can't do anything big like upload video. So even yesterday's video, after I recorded it and edited it, I drove into to town, to like 10 miles into town, and went into McDonald's and just started uploading it there, and it took like 3 hours, and eventually we went to another place because it just wasn't working. But we're making it work. It's not too bad, but I couldn't live here, right? So so it's one of these things where I think when I'm in a situation like this, it would be really painful if I didn't have my support team in place. And a lot of times I've talked before about, I have my team, and I've showed you guys in the early episodes where we had like the weekly team meeting and everything like that, but I don't acknowledge a lot of the things they do. On weeks like this where first of all, we have the time zone differences. So if somebody emails me in the UK, in certain hours, I won't be able to get to it. But we also have these internet issues where I can't respond to things throughout the day, and we have a couple people who are handling this while I'm away. So we have, in the Philippines, we have Rowena, who's my, I guess, a virtual assistant. She handles a lot of things. She'll do like, she'll transcribe the video. She responds to app reviews. She'll answer emails more promptly than I can sometimes, because that's a big thing with clients, right? If a client emails you, or if a new prospect emails you, you don't want it to be like 2 or 3 days before you can respond. So it's good to like have like a quick response with some questions, get some follow-up information, and then even if you're not able to actually directly address them, you can start getting things moving. Or at least if you can't act quickly, you want to make sure that even if, like, say, like if you sent me an email and I just started like say, okay, I'll do the research and then I'll email you back, you don't think I even got the email at all. So it's good to respond to those, and that kind of stuff she does all the time anyway. So it's and we also have Sandy, who's our designer, and she's been doing loads of stuff with the social media. She's also does the thumbnails for these videos and stuff like that. So it's really good to have that team in place. And anyway, I just want to say thank you to my team out there, to Rowena and Sandy, who are doing this work while I'm away. But also the rest of you guys, I want to say, a lot of you guys are one-man bands like me, right? You're an app developer, you do the stuff, and you respond to all the support queries that come in on your own. You might respond to all the clients that email you, all this kind of stuff, but eventually it gets to a point where it could be too much, right? And this is one of the things where a VA, or having somebody like a freelancer who works for you on a part-time or full-time, is really, really beneficial. And I've struggled with this for a long time. If you're like me, you probably read the Tim Ferriss book, 4 Hour Work Week, when that came out like ages ago, and you fell in love with the idea of having the virtual team and the virtual assistant and everything. I know I did, right? But I had a really hard time getting that set up, and I went through a lot of people trying to get that to work. It's really hard to get processes in place and make lists of things that you can actually hand off to somebody else. So if you're like me, where you're stressed out like just a lot of the time, if you can go through and make lists of things that you definitely have to do, and things you can give to somebody else, and also things that you can that that don't require your personal touch. Like responding to the YouTube comments, that's something I do. So, you know, every time there's a response on YouTube, that's always me. If it's a response to a Google Play review, that's always her. If somebody, well, most of the time it's her. If somebody if you guys email and you ask for me, I always respond. But if you don't ask for me, a lot of times it might be her. So it really is something you might want to think about. Like it's so much easier to be independent, you know, and that's kind of one of the things that we all want. We don't want the boss, we don't want the responsibility, we don't want the hassle. So it's easier to do things yourself. It's more efficient to do things yourself. Efficient, maybe not efficient, but it's more, everything will be done the right way, the way you want it done if you do it yourself, but that's not scalable, right? You can only handle so much. And you know, if you haven't thought about getting a VA or getting somebody on your team on a full or part-time basis, it's something you should consider. I mean, it's the kind of thing, on weeks like this, I couldn't live without. Anyway, I know I'm rambling on here, right? I'm going to go out and have a good day. I hope you guys have a great day, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.